And now, coming at you from Yellowknife, Canada, from one of our living rooms, we're talking movies.
And sometimes TV shows.
With spoilers included, folks.
This is Armchair Reviews.
Wait, is that based off like the armchair quarterback saying? Is that what we're talking about right now?
Chris, we spoke about this before.
Are you sure?
Yes, more than once.
Are you positive, though?
You wrote the joke.
Oh, God damn it. All right, you're right. I apologize.
Featuring
Chris Godden.
and James Mackay. Hola, senors and
Hola.
senoritas.
Hola, senor. What's going on, Ese?
Oh, jeez.
Ese.
Ese.
Look who's back, folks.
Who's back?
This guy.
Who's that?
James Mackay.
Chris Godden?
I hate how you say Godin. God damn it, you son of a gun. Fucking our buddy here, Dan Risk, knows that very well too. Calling him out right now.
Good. Screwed cousin Daniel.
Fucks me over.
Risky Steve.
Makes fun of that name. Can't pronounce Godin, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Armchair Reviews, episode number 41.
41. It's a good number.
The duo is back in town.
Yeah, for today.
For today, at least. Yeah, fuck. I've been holding down the fort for the last 2 weeks here. Well, this fucker was working his dick off.
Working all the dicks off.
Were you? Wait, what? Wait, what?
Wait, that came out wrong.
Working what dicks off? All the dicks?
One singular dick.
Oh,
my dick.
Oh, your dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically the last month of September, I've worked every day. Literally every day.
Via like 2 jobs?
And then I was away for 5 days as well. And I leave on Saturday for 3 weeks.
Yeah, I got separation anxiety, so you're gonna leave me again to do another 2 podcasts by myself. You know that, right? Those solo podcasts aren't easy.
Feels bad. Yeah.
To talk to myself, and I bet you anything, they don't like hearing my own voice. I don't like hearing my own voice.
Wasn't easy to listen to either.
for an extended period of time, let alone I feel bad for our listeners.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out, though. Oh, which means I get to have a nerdgasm on Venom, then, while you're gone. That Venom is next week.
Yeah, I know. I saw some stuff about it on Twitter already. Mm-hmm. People weren't happy with it.
Well, it hasn't even come out yet. How can they be like...
These are like pre-releases and stuff like that.
I guess,
but been out.
The only thing I'm concerned about is that they changed Venom's R rating to PG-13.
Yeah, that's what most of the concerns are.
Yeah, because Sony's fucking stupid because they're trying to fit in this character and they're trying to...
Excuse me.
Really?
Jesus I did it Christ. This way.
Okay.
Look, I didn't even pick up loud anyway. We're good. All
right, we're fine. Good. But anyway, so they're trying to ham-fist Venom into the MCU, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, with the Spider-Man character and the Iron Man and all that good shit. Yeah. That's so dumb. Just make your character R. If they're gonna Fox just got the rights back Marvel just got the rights back from Fox for all the X-Men shit, which includes Deadpool. They'll figure out a way to get Deadpool in there. They're not going to ruin Deadpool because they know it's going to make money as is.
Yeah, they better not.
Don't fuck up a character that's Venom that
They did.
Oh, they obviously did.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm looking forward to is because it's Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
I have faith in Tom Hardy.
Exactly, but and I was excited for it as well because I'm like Venom. Okay, he's an actual badass,
and he looks good. He actually looks decent.
He looks awesome.
Yeah.
And Tom Hardy's awesome. Big Tom Hardy fan. But people were like...
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show. Big friend of the show.
Yeah.
He comes over sometimes.
Sometimes.
We talk about it.
Yeah.
And he was like, so-and-so on Twitter, they're like, you had the opportunity to make it, like, awesome. Mm-hmm. And, like, you had the opportunity for Venom to be Venom.
The next
and, like...
Deadpool.
Literally, like, ripping people apart and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And instead, he's just, like, throwing them aside and you never see the person again. So, where there should be violence, blood and gore, it's just like, you got tossed away. You got tossed away to the side like trash. You never see it again. It's irrelevant. He's not like being a savage. He's not going out
biting people's heads off,
killing people, slaughtering people. Yeah,
it's one of those things where it's like it alludes to the violence, but they cut away before anything like savage happens.
Yeah,
but what's the kind of lame? Yeah.
Anyhow,
just add the little thing, and I bet you anything they actually filmed it.
And then edited it differently.
Who's the director of that? Like, is Ruben Fleischer, I think it was.
Ruben Buttle.
Jesus. That's rude.
Well,
he's a director of something else that I
what he did to Venom is rude. If what
I think it was
read
if
true.
anything, it's a studio of Sony.
Well, yeah, it's not him.
Ruben Fleischer.
Ruben Fleischer.
He did Zombieland
and Gangster Squad.
Gangster Squad is badass. Actually, I like that movie. Yeah. But he directed Zombieland, and he's coming back for Zombieland too. Like he can obviously handle successful. Exactly. Like he can do that, no problem, and have a good story with humor and stuff like that. And I don't know. Anyway, that's gonna be my conversation for next week. This isn't this week's conversation because it's not even out yet.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah. So nothing in Yellowknife at least came out that was, I guess, acceptable
this week
that we wanted to see. I don't even know what came out. I think I talked about it last week.
The House with Clock on the Wall, Predator, which you did last week.
Yeah.
Smallfoot,
some animated
kids show.
What a Yeti movie?
Yeti, like.
I have no interest in that.
Yeah, no, not me.
And there's nothing else that I really want to see.
No. Yeah, so we're here today to talk about Sicario 2.
Day of the Soldado.
Which is Day of the Soldier for
and Sicario
all
means...
you friends who like to read 3 words in English and 1 word in Spanish and put it in the same sentence.
Yeah. So yeah, and sequel to 2015's surprise.
Why wouldn't they just do the whole title in Spanish?
I don't know. Sicario, Day of what's I don't know. Day of the Soldado. Yeah. I don't know. It's like Fringlish. It's Spanglish.
Spanglish. That's
exactly
what it is. Yeah.
Spanglish.
Thanks, Adam.
Hey, no problem. Yeah, we went to see this a while ago. We wanted to see it a while ago, but it never came to Yellowknife theaters.
Classic.
And now that it's close to release time, or I think it might be out on It's out on digital or so. Close to being out on DVD. I think it's out on digital. It's
gotta be pretty soon.
We managed to get our sticky fingers on it.
Yeah, our source hooked us up.
Our sources. Yeah. we grabbed a copy of that, and we were able to. I actually got it a while ago, but I was waiting for this guy to get back on schedule. Actually, before we get into Sicario here, we meant to do a podcast on the Happy Time murders. I shanghaied James into seeing this fucking piece of shit.
The worst fucking movie in the world.
Let's just talk about that real quick before we get into the main squeeze here today.
We got 60 seconds to talk about this.
Okay, no problem. So we got Jim Henson's son. What is it, like Brian Henson or some shit like that? He's like the puppeteer master, Jim Henson. He passed away. He made like the Muppets and all that crap. Yeah. So the Happy Time murders looked like it would be a good old shtick fest of like. It actually kind of had the nice feel of like noir detective.
Yeah.
Murder mystery.
It had the potential to be like
something
super
fantastic.
Hilarious.
Something fantastic.
They could have.
There were elements there with like the sugar.
They just kept missing spots.
Yeah.
And where if they would have just hit, it could have been a huge thing.
Fantastic. But it was just so bad. It was
frustrating.
There's maybe like 2 parts where like that actually made sense. Like the feel of it, like they had like the campy noir detective vibe was great. They had like the Muppets were addicted to sugar. It was like their crack cocaine.
Yeah, it was
that was
drug.
Good. Everything else,
I like when they get like killed or shot or whatever, and it's like
fluff just goes everywhere.
That's hilarious. But
it just felt so bad. We didn't even do an episode on that. It was so bad.
They just missed too many spots.
It would probably be 5 minutes of us just taking a steaming hot pile of shit.
Yeah.
On a replica Muppet.
in its mouth.
in its mouth, yeah. Oh man. He could do so much with this, and like the idea, like you just said, James, was there. Poorly executed.
Very poorly executed. They missed for sure.
So we didn't do an episode on that. So
feels bad to be Melissa.
I don't even feel bad.
Probably.
Yeah, and even Maya Rudolph, like she was there as a supporting character, but just missed.
Yeah.
The puppetry was quite nice. They actually did like the puppetry, like how they made the puppets like work and stuff. It's good, but it was just the movie itself was shit. Mm-hmm. And it was so easily like you could see what's going to happen a mile away. But.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that we got that pile out of the way, let's talk about this pile in front of us right now.
Back to the Texas-Mexico border.
Texas. And the Mexico-Texas border.
Yeah, that's what I said. Texas.
Mexico. Sicario 2, Day del Soldado.
The border. So,
James, first, did you like Sicario?
We love Sicario.
I
speaking
love
for you
Sicario.
and
Yes,
myself,
we love.
and
we are Venom.
Everybody else that has watched it.
Sicario is a fantastic film.
It's awesome.
So good.
From the get-go, you're locked in. Like the opening,
how could you not be? It's a drug bust and they find dead bodies in the wall.
In the wall, yeah.
Holy fuck. You're like, okay, this is dark as shit.
It's super dark. Even if you're not into that kind of thing, you're sucked into the movie because it grabs you by your gut and just wrenches on it. So you have to pay attention.
Oh man, I remember the first time I watched it. I was actually on a plane and it was just so good. It was so good. I was so happy I was watching it finally.
Yeah. I was late.
You need to pay attention to it though. Yeah. It's not one of those things where you can casually put on and like just like walk by. No. You need to be full on.
Be on your phone.
Invested. Invested.
Yeah, I was pretty late to getting to see it. Like I only saw it probably about a year ago now.
Really? That late in the game?
On Netflix, yeah. But I've watched it like 5 times since.
That's fantastic.
I love it.
All of them, like the main players. You have Emily Blunt, Josh Brolin, and Benicio del Toro. All top 3 in the top, like they're in their game.
Yeah, especially Josh Brolin right now. He's killing it.
I like to call 2018 the year of Brolin.
Yeah,
because he's
another
slaying
friend
it.
of the show.
Another friend, a good friend. Yeah,
yeah.
Like this year alone, he had 3 hits before the summer. So you had what? Deadpool 2.
Yep.
You had Infinity fucking War. He played Cable and Thanos. Are you kidding me? And then this Matt Graver here reprised his role as Matt Graver, CIA asshole.
I think he's actually just playing Josh Brolin in the movie. Like
I think Josh Brolin.
I don't even think they use his name like Matt in this
No. Like Josh, he's a sweetheart though.
Like in the first one,
he's a big sweetheart.
Yeah,
Matt Graver's an asshole.
He's a badass.
He's a tough badass. He's a sweetheart, but
he's
a badass.
A savage.
Yeah,
he's just got a really hard exterior. It's a front. He's just a big soft teddy bear.
He's fondue chocolate in the middle. Oh yeah, but yeah. So that first one really. I'll watch that anytime, and it's fantastic. I just really like it. And Benicio del Toro, just a cold-blooded badass. Emily Blunt, she kind of plays like the moral compass of the movie. And she tries at least, and sometimes she fails, sometimes she wins.
She has a tough go in that
She's
movie.
Like, really tough
opening scenes, she gets shot.
I mean,
at
she's used
with a shotgun
as a pawn.
She's used as a pawn the whole movie. She tries to hook up with an old friend at the bar. He tries to kill her.
I don't think he's an old friend, is he?
Yeah, they knew each other.
Well, the partner knew, and that partner went on to leave. Get Out. By the way,
I thought that she knew.
It's John the Punisher, Bernthal. John Bernthal. Yeah. I don't know if she knew.
Because I remember, like, when they go to the bar, like, oh hey, like, it's been a while, type thing.
Oh, okay, but he ended up like running drugs or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because he had the wristband in the pocket and stuff.
Yeah, and that's how she clued into.
Yeah.
But I think he might have been like a cop or something too, like FBI, like not FBI, but he was something. He was something dirty.
Yeah.
Because like that's how they knew each other was from her background. Like
I'm pretty sure it was her partner that knew him, and that's why he apologized to her later. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. She tries to just get the D, and then she almost dies because he tries.
Benicio sets that shit up right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, it was Benicio's mechanisms that actually they knew that he was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And they used her as bait.
Yeah.
Again, like.
But why not?
Oh man, I love it. And they just beat the fuck out of him too in the back of the car.
Yeah, he gets fucked up.
But enough about jacking him off to Sicario, the first one. Let's talk about the second one here.
We're here to talk about the second one.
Main story about this one is it opens with Islamic terrorism, pretty much. It's just someone blowing themselves up at the U.S.-Mexico border. Then it cuts to almost like a Target or Kmart with 3 individuals.
Just a grocery store.
Yeah, pretty
Generic.
much. Just like a regular, like a Walmart ripoff.
Yeah.
Going in there, 3 of them blowing themselves up. 3 or 4? 4. 4, that's right. And they blow themselves up, and then they trace back. You see Matt Graver being a badass in Africa and stuff like that, and he's tracking down information to where these guys are coming from. First of all, how did a terrorist with a kamikaze there, suicide bomber, get to the border? And they find out that Somali pirates were, or at least transported one group of
them from Somalia to Mexico.
To Mexico, and that's how they're getting across the border.
Running across the border. Yeah, because essentially they're like, okay, well, these people can't fly into Mexico or into North America, whatever.
Sure as shit can't drive, boy.
Sure as shit can't drive. Duh. So they're flying from wherever.
No, they're sailing. They're
but they fly to Somalia.
Yes, yeah.
And then they sail from Somalia to Mexico, and then they cross the border illegally in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so they're
So
like, 1 + 1 equals the Mexican cartel is smuggling Islamic terrorists into the States. Like, it's the only option.
It's the only option. We need Matt Graver, that piece of shit that'll get his hands dirty.
Yeah.
That we hired. We got you for a reason, Matt Graver.
Yeah, Matt Graver, you do whatever it takes.
You son of a gun, you. Okay, I'm gonna get my hands dirty. Yeah, that's what we want you for. When we get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get my hands dirty. Okay, cool. Let's all get our hands dirty.
Yeah.
Nice. America.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Coming again. Send the motherfucker day, yeah.
And then so they come up with this master plan. Oh, well, let's just kidnap the leader of the cartel's daughter.
But why are we gonna do that? Because we're gonna start a war and make it seem like another cartel did it first.
Yeah.
Oh, it's false flag operations, bro.
There's no way this plan doesn't work.
No, it's flawless, dude.
Yeah, 100%.
Flawless. That's basically the opening scene or your storyline so far. That's why we get brought to back on home ground, pretty much U.S. Mexico again.
Yep.
Does it work, James? Initially, I think it does.
So
I think thinly veiled, it does.
The easiest kidnapping of a Mexican cartel's daughter I've ever seen in my life.
It's true, but it's Matt Graver, dude. It's Matt Graver.
True.
Oh, but okay, so let's talk about this real quick, though.
I know a lot about Mexican cartels and gangs.
Yeah, you've been on your documentary, right? You've been on your docs.
Yeah.
I've watched a lot of Narcos myself, actually.
I watch real documentaries.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Anyhow, where were you going with this? It was easy.
He
started to work.
He knows he's going to get dirty, so he calls his best buddy Benicio del Toro, which is Alejandro Gillick, I think.
Shows up into his house.
Well, yeah,
does the old B&E.
The old B&E, but don't shoot me. Don't fucking shoot me. I'm on your couch.
In your living room. Don't fucking shoot me.
Don't fucking shoot me. Just funny. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of funny because they're old friends, right? But Benicio, he's like the go-to hitman, the Sicario, if you will, because if you remember from the first one, he's an ex-lawyer for the cartel. But at the cartel, I think he was for the cartel.
I believe so.
The cartel fucked his family, just totally murdered everyone. And he's like, you know what?
Yeah. I'm
going to become the biggest badass of all time, and nothing.
He's a cold-blooded savage.
I love it.
It's awesome.
So he uses him to start a war. So while Graver's team goes to kidnap the daughter of the Reyes cartel leader, Carlos Reyes, he goes and kills the opposite cartel's main lawyer.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking coolest scene of all time.
And
it's in the trailer.
Messes him up.
Shoots him in the legs, walks over casually, takes off his mask. Now you see me. And then he says, "Adios, motherfucker," or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And just fucking
says something cool.
Like
cool in Spanish.
With a pistol and just goes back and forth with the trigger.
It just unloads a clip.
Must have had an extended
what we
mag,
assume this guy's face, but they don't show it.
Turn it into fucking tomato paste, dude.
Yeah, literally just looked like if someone took a big plate of spaghetti and meatballs and chucked it on the ground. That's what I picture.
Yeah, you don't see it.
Maybe like a plate of lasagna too. I don't know.
Oh, that was so good though.
Yeah, it was pretty savage.
That's probably the best scene
just
in the movie.
The look in his face too.
Yeah,
it's just stone cold. Doesn't care.
No, it's so good. Anyway, you get this daughter. I think there was the girl. I don't know why she got that much screen time. The daughter.
The daughter. Yeah,
she's actually the same actress.
An awful lot of screen time.
Yeah, she got a lot of screen time. She's actually the same actress that was in Transformers: The Last Night, who was like the badass little Mexican girl.
Yeah.
But she's in this one as well, and she kind of comes off the first time you see her. She's a little bit of a fuking cunt because she knows her daddy is
cartel whore or something.
A little cartel whore. Yeah, well, she's in a schoolyard fight, and someone's picking on her and stuff. She beats the fuck out of her.
The brakes off this chick.
But then she's such a little entitled princess prick
Yeah.
And she's telling the dean of the school. It's obviously like a prep school or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What are you gonna do? Expel me? Go ahead, do it. I dare you." Meanwhile, you see the look in her eyes that my daddy will just kill you, you son of a bitch, and he knows it. So she gets away with it scot free. And like right there, you're like, oh, "What a fuck." I hate those types of people. That just
little shitty kid.
Little shit. She's like 9 years old, and she's
16.
Whatever. Fuck. Same difference. Is she 16?
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck. Who gives a shit?
Anywho, so yeah,
she's still a bad character in this movie. No one gives a fuck.
They go and kidnap her.
Easy kidnapping.
Easiest kidnapping.
Easy kidnapping.
Yeah. Fucking Carlos doesn't even care about his daughter.
We never even see Carlos. This menacing
don't know who Carlos
this
is.
menacing bad guy. Like you hear his name all over the place, and you don't see him once. He's supposed to be this tough badass. Why should we be?
He doesn't care that they have his daughter.
You never really realize it. I guess it's all in the span of like 2 days or something. I don't know. It's quick, but it's still at the same time. You want to see some retaliation.
Like, as soon as she's kidnapped, you cut to Carlos, and he's like, "Do whatever it takes, SA."
Yeah. The one thing I did. The only time I felt his presence was when, I guess towards the end when, they pick them up at the border crossing.
Yeah.
But also when the cops
like
both cops, yeah. Well, like one guy on the scene of the kidnapping,
yeah.
Like the guys are tied to like the doors and stuff coming from the kidnapping, and the cops just blow them away.
Yeah, the two guys two of like the four guys, whatever, that were protecting Carlos Reyes' daughter. They let two of the guys live, and then they just zip tied them to the car doors, and they were like, Tell boss, Carlos, we have your daughter, or whatever.
Fucking, what's the? I don't know. I was gonna make a Romeo and Juliet. Tell the Montagues that we have your daughter.
Yeah, and then like the Mexican police show up, and like the one police officer is obviously on the cartel payroll, and he just like steps out of the police car and like blows both guys away. Just boom, headshot. Lights them up. So you're like, okay, well, that's kind of cool. Like, the police are obviously working for the cartel. And then while Josh Brolin is transporting the daughter with all of his buddies to the States, they've got escorts.
Was it to the States, or were they going into Mexico more? They're going to the States, right?
They're going back to the States,
okay.
Yeah. Remember, because after, like, everything happens with the police turn on them and start trying to kill them. Right. And then, obviously, the police just get wrecked because... Matt Gravel and co are savages.
Yeah.
The girl escapes from the Humvee. And then,
that was a good scene. I like that scene, actually. Yeah. Stupid idiot. Don't leave an armored vehicle during a massive shootout.
Yeah, retard. And then, like Matt Gravel and co. Graver.
Not Gravel.
Gravel. Gravel. They go back to the States, and Buddy sticks behind to retrieve the girl. And he's
Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, and he's like, come back when you get to the border, bring the tracer device, and we'll come pick you up.
Right.
So they were working their way back to the border.
Right. So I like that scene because of the good action.
Good scene. Stupid girl. Good scene.
Stupid girl. I don't like... So this movie, when I first saw the trailer, I don't know about you, but I felt like it was marketed as there was going to be this big different battle of ideologies between Josh Brolin, Matt Graver, and Benicio del Toro, Alejandro, because Alejandro had the girl and he was going to protect her all of a sudden, and Matt Graver is going to come at all costs, and they're going to butt heads, and it's going to be a badass battle.
Yeah, not really.
No, like, I'm going to get there. So you have that. So fucking dumb. That's how they marketed it.
Yeah,
and
it's not what happened.
That sold me. But also, before I get into further, why does all of a sudden Benicio del Toro catch feelings? It doesn't explain anything. Does he relate this girl to his own daughter, and that's why he feels like a paternal kind of bond with her? Or like, why? He's a stone cold killer. He's changed. He's not a family man anymore. And I guess there's little bits of character development where he shows like he knows sign language all of a sudden because his daughter was deaf, but
I think it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, because when Josh Brolin contacts him back and he's like, we gotta let her go.
Yeah.
Just fucking leave her behind type thing.
Yeah.
Because the whole plan is kibosh from the States because they're like, oh,
FUBAR, bro.
oh, the Mexicans aren't bringing in the Islamic
You find out
terrorists.
two of the 3 or 4 were
from Jersey or
from
whatever.
New Jersey. Yeah, they're homegrown.
You're like, okay, stupid. Anyhow, so he calls Alejandro and he's like, okay, like let the girl go, just come back, type thing. He's like, well, no,
Well, kill her. No loose ends.
yeah. He's like, well, no. I think a little bit of column A, he wants to protect her, but a little bit of column B, he still wants to follow through with the plan so that the cartels implode.
Oh, okay. I never got that.
I think so, because of his history.
I know that for his history, but I still never got that because he gets captured immediately.
Pretty quickly.
And he knew like it was a giant risk. He's super well trained at this point.
Yeah.
He knew like it was going to the border, just randomly crossing. Although it was a kind of a serendipitous moment where the random kid recognized him.
It was more bad luck than really being risky.
But he still knew it was sketchy, dude. He knew it. He knew that too. It just doesn't make sense for his character that was developed in the first one.
Yeah.
To carry over in this that had no evidence of him having like, because that soft side was shown in the first one to have been clear cut killed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
when he just ices the family at the end
of the first one.
Yeah.
Like he's killed children before.
Yeah.
Like he just blatantly bullet to the head, 2 of them in a row, and a wife,
and the mom,
and then eventually him. But fuck, he's not he'll do it.
Yeah. He'll do it.
He'll fucking do it, dude.
Yeah.
He will do it.
He will fucking do it.
What else did you enjoy about it? Like there's good action scenes for the most part.
Good action scenes. I mean, the acting's all good. There's no like loose holes, loose ends.
I really enjoy Josh Brolin and Benicio in this.
Brolin and Benicio.
Their performances I think were top notch. I even like the supporting.
They've got good chemistry.
Oh yeah, they sure do. The supporting guy, I forget his name, but he's also in
the guy with the glasses.
Guy with the glasses. He's in a bunch of stuff. Jeffrey Donovan. He's in
Joey's cousin.
season 2 of what's that fucking show? Fargo. He was great in that.
Fargo.
He's in Shot Caller. That's on Netflix right now.
Shut Eye, what you're thinking of?
Shut Eye. No. I think it was. No, there's.
He's in the first.
Burn Notice. That's it. He's in Burn Notice. And he's in. He is in the first Sicario. He's part of Matt Graver's team in that as well.
Oh,
yeah. So
you don't really notice him that much in the first one, but he's got a few lines, and
I recognize him from the glasses, dude.
He's kind of like the right hand man
to Graver. Other than Benicio, yeah.
Yeah, in this one.
No, yeah. I there's little bits of him where I got shot by the Mexican police. Fuck.
He's old as fuck.
How old is he?
Born in '68.
Oh, so he's like 50. He looks fucking good for 50.
That's what I'm saying.
Holy shit. Good on him. Got some good genes.
I thought he would be like 30.
That's all.
Anyhow.
That's only 3 years older than we are, dude.
Good looking dude. Well, that's what I'm saying. I thought he'd be 30, which isn't bad, but then I saw he was born in '68. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Good genes, man.
Yeah,
holy shit.
Right.
What else?
Yeah, so good acting. Really good action scenes, obviously.
I thought there could be more.
There could have been more, but also this movie wasn't as long as the first one.
This one's 2 hours, dude.
Was it?
It's 2 hours.
I didn't feel like it was that long.
It was 122 minutes.
Okay.
It was
the first one's close to
just as long. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's still pretty long. Yeah, maybe they could have filled in a little bit more with some more fast paced.
I wish their story was just tight because they jumped over so much.
It feels like there's a lot of different storylines going on, but they never gelled together, and there was no definitive ending to any of the storylines.
No, 100%. I agree entirely. Like the first one, you had the main character was Emily Blunt, and her story, as I said before, the reason why I think she wasn't included in this movie in this iteration was because her story wrapped up kind of nicely at the first one.
Yeah, they tied it up.
I think, at least for her volume, because she was just an exaggerated pawn.
Yeah.
Even though that pawn was the main character.
Yeah, she's the main character, but she was just a piece in the puzzle.
If anything,
of Matt and Alejandro.
I think this I know it's a sequel, but it's almost more of a spin-off because it's focusing more on side characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like those were supporting characters in the first one, and now they have their own movie where they're marketed as main characters.
Well, it's because they're so badass, and I think everyone was drawn to that.
But at the same time, I think for this, if you're gonna market this kind of movie where it's no rules this time, oh, we're doing everything off the grid,
kill the girl,
fucking go bananas, do crazy shit that we haven't seen before.
Show us some crazy cartel shit.
Do crazy like dark like CIA operative torture scenes. I know that sounds macabre, but do it because that's what we want to see.
Bring us to that next level. Don't
sacrifice intelligence of the script for just action, because that's what this movie did. I want that crisp cut script that makes sense and has that development, not just of the characters but of the plot.
Yeah,
like actual development, not stupid fucking half-assed writing. And I know that like Ty Sheridan, he wrote the first one. I'm pretty sure he directed it. He's done Hell or High Water, which is a fantastic movie. Have you ever seen that yet?
Yeah,
fucking great. That movie's so good with Chris Pine and Ben Foster with another cowboy who's like could have been like Josh Brolin's like older brother, Jeff Bridges.
Yes, Jeff Bridges. Yeah, I was like, I know it's another J name. Too,
yeah,
but,
Jeff Bridges. I love that fucking movie. It's good.
But yeah,
Ty Sheridan's good shit.
They just missed the mark with the story in this one for sure. And like I said,
I know it wasn't directed by Taylor Sheridan, or not Ty Sheridan. He's a fucking actor. Taylor Sheridan.
Taylor, but there's
Wind River. He wrote Wind River.
Wind River too. That's right.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I just rewatched that pretty recently.
Fucking good, right?
It's awesome.
It's so good.
But yeah, there's just kind of a lot going on, but at the same time, there's nothing going on. You know what I mean? And then there's no ending.
Let's talk about the ending real quick.
What ending?
Yeah.
Just saying, there's no ending. Like, well, I mean, obviously it came to an end, but there's no conclusion to any of the main characters, any of the supporting characters, any storyline they had going on. It was just come back in the next one, I guess.
Hopefully.
And we'll see what's going on, maybe.
So we have Benicio. He gets... So a kid that you've been following through the movie has had a side story.
So here's one of the side stories. This Mexican kid.
American Mexican.
Who is this kid?
Well, you don't know.
Exactly, you don't know.
But you know he's important. Someone because he's it's one of those movies that's gonna build him up from the beginning. You don't know who he is. He's gonna mean something at the end.
But hardly. He's just rats out Alejandro, and then he shoots him in the face. And then at the end of the movie, he's a year older, and he's got sleeves and a neck tat, and he's a fucking cholo.
But how about this? Because here's where I think that part is stupid. Because after he shoots Alejandro in the quote unquote head, I told James right when he saw it, I'm like, oh, he's not dead.
It's through the mouth.
It's through the fucking cheek. I guarantee it's through the cheek. It's not through the brain. He's alive. I know Alejandro is badass enough to survive that. He'll come to. Yeah. So he does. He eventually finds his way. Blah 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 blah. So this kid, you see that he's in the back of his pickup trucks with all these gangsters and stuff like that.
These Mexican gangsters.
And he has second doubts. He's double guessing himself, doubting himself. So he's like, "Fuck this, I'm out." He just jumps off the back of the truck and he starts walking. So he's obviously conflicted about what he's done, and then that's the last time you see him. And then Alejandro escapes. He survives, does his own thing with a badass scene where he's driving down the highway. Someone recognizes him. He pulls a grenade and just blindly throws it in the car. This is awesome. Boom. Fast forwards to a year later, then you see this kid who's walking through the same mall we've seen earlier in the film. Yeah. And he's fucking decked out. He's got slicked back hair. He's a cholo. He has like two neck tats, sleeve tats,
2 sleeves. He's got the plaid shirt on. Top button done up. He's got fucking.
So that's a year.
Jeans.
It's a year later. This kid was like wearing like the North Face jacket.
He was
and
like a student, a school kid, a year earlier.
And he was obviously, as I said, conflicted about what he'd done. So where does him getting off that truck and then to that mall lead?
2 seconds later,
he's just fully tatted, and now he's in the game for sure. He's totally member. Accepted what he's done, and this kid's what, 16?
16, yeah. He's
maybe 15 or something like that. Yeah. And he's accepted what he's done, and then he gets confronted by Alejandro at the end there, and then I think you kind of expect him to like torture the kid or maybe even take him under his wing. I don't know. It left it ambiguous.
We're gonna have to find out.
But that kind of thing where it's like, well, you're saying one thing
and showing us
and showing another thing
without giving us any filler.
I didn't get that. Yeah. That's one thing but the ending that I didn't get. I know the other part where Graver, he kind of protects the kid at the end. We'll put in child protective services. Didn't really get that much either. I guess he's trying to honor his friend because he thought he saw him get blown away. Yeah, even Steve, the character there, Glasses, he's like, well, I'm glad we didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
So obviously they knew they were gonna have to turn on him eventually if it came to that. So he's kind of relieved but kind of sad at the same time. I guess that's Graver was kind of honoring his friend because whether he liked it or not, he was his friend.
Yeah, it feels bad. It's friendo.
But I don't know. It was thinly veiled plot altogether.
Just a bad ending, fortunately.
I know they're going to get another one. I think, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know.
I think they are. I think there's already been credits for it.
Really? Let's look it up on the old IMDb. I think you may be right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Sicario 3. Let's look it up. Nothing yet. Nothing's been announced.
Okay.
At least according to...
Yeah, I thought for sure there was. Maybe it was just on Wikipedia or some bullshit.
Fun fact though, Sicario 2 was announced pretty much the day of the release of Sicario. Yeah.
Well, that movie...
Well, I mean, that movie's great.
It's really good.
Let me ask you a question.
It's unfortunate, the difference.
Let me ask you a question though. Is Sicario, the first one, the OG... Does it even need a sequel?
No, it absolutely doesn't.
No.
But if they can recreate that 2 or 3 times.
But how? Can you have that magic 2 or 3 times?
Sure, why not? There's not a lot of really dark action movies like that.
I know. So that's why I think it's hard to do. Maybe that's why they had it hard. Maybe they forced this again 3 years later though, right?
They should have had plenty of time.
You'd think. Just tighten it up.
Yeah.
Because the first one was so crisp.
Maybe they thought they had it. Or maybe they just mailed it in.
I think it was half and half. Let's look at some of the facts here real quick. I know the budget here was about 35 to 45 mil. Where's the actual... Oh.
Adios.
Oh, Jesus Christ! We just saw it. If you go to if you search Sicario 2 on IMDb, you'll get a little mini trailer of our favorite scene there. We mimed over the mic with Benicio pulling the trigger real quick.
Trigger real fast.
Adios.
Adios, amigos.
Let's go here real quick. So 35 million estimated.
Yeah,
and it made about 70 million, 72 million.
Doubled its money.
Which isn't that great, really.
Nope.
It's not that great, but again,
could be better.
We didn't get it here. All this, we don't get a lot here in Yellowknife, but I feel like it could have been bigger.
Yeah, it still is a pretty small genre, right?
I guess, but it's still good.
It's really good, but we're sick in the head.
Yeah, the first one was didn't it get nominated for awards or something? I think so. It was dope.
Yeah, this one's not getting nominated for shit.
No, it's not getting anything. I guarantee you that.
Feels bad. I think I'm still gonna have to watch it at least once more, maybe twice more eventually, and soak it all in. Maybe there's something we missed, but there was lots that they missed. That's how I feel right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, here's why. It was behind Jurassic World 2 and Incredibles 2.
Yeah, which
so of the sequels,
10 years for.
Of the sequels, they're already fucked.
Yeah.
So obviously, that makes a little bit more sense.
Sucks.
Maybe put a different release date next time. Taylor Sheridan, whoever's doing this,
they should have thought about that.
Oh, here we go. In June 2018, prior to the release of Soldado, producer Trent Luckenbill stated that the third film is in development.
It's just not on IMDb yet.
Well, it's because
credits.
Probably just talking shit right now. They're just talking shit, bro. Let's see what else. 122 minutes. Obviously, it was rated R.
Yep.
I didn't think it was too violent. Well, it was kind of violent.
There's some spots, but not nearly as violent as the first one. I don't think.
I don't think so. Not when you open up the scene with bodies in walls,
yeah.
And getting shotgun and bombs.
That's kind of like, whew, you knew you were in for it when you saw that.
Hell yeah, dude.
If you didn't know what you were in for before the start of the movie, sure as hell had a fucking idea 5 minutes
No
in.
kidding. So what from walking away from this one, what would you say? Like, it has on IMDb, it has a 7.2 rating. I think that's being very generous. 7.2 out of 10.
I'd say it's pretty generous.
I think that's generous. I think you need to rename this subtitle thing, Day of the Soldado.
Yeah. Again, we briefly touched on that earlier, but why?
But it doesn't make sense. Day of the Soldier.
Yeah.
What day? What day is it? Who's the soldier?
Why is it half in English and half in Spanish?
I think they would. I don't know. They're trying to be Jason Bourne with a little bit of like fucking Treadstone here. I don't know. I don't know.
Anywho,
I still enjoyed it because I kind of turned my brain off, realizing what it was, so I could enjoy it rather than pick it apart like we're doing now.
Every time a trigger was pulled,
it was badass.
Yeah.
Like it was like it reminded me like just like going back to those old action movies. You're like, yeah, fuck yeah, bad guys getting shut down. Yeah, fuck yeah,
pew pew.
Pew, 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 pew. That was cool scenes. Bad guys throwing grenades in a car, moving, not even looking. Cool. There's cool moments like that, and other times it's just like, wait, what the fuck is happening right now? Other than that, though, like I don't. We were excited to see it.
We were.
I know we weren't
pretty pumped up.
Totally disappointed by it. Not like the Snowman.
No, it was.
It's fucking bad. I look at James's face. I wish you could see it right now. Just fucking bad. He's cringed.
So disappointed.
This one though,
one of the best movie trailers to ever be released. Literally dog shit.
Oh, so bad. So bad. This one, the trailer that we saw was just misleading. Like I thought I was expecting a giant gunfight with Josh and Benicio, and that didn't happen. Which is stupid, but anyway.
Which is fine because I don't want them to fight. But
but
just don't lead us to believe that there's going to be some kind of
face off.
Yeah.
It's like if they imagine if they fucking advertised Batman vs Superman and they didn't have a Batman vs Superman fight.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Are you over it?
Yeah.
All right. Before we take off here, what have you been watching?
That's
it for Sicario 2, by the way. That's
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot.
Yeah. Let's hear it because you haven't been here, dude. I've been filling this shit in.
So
what have you been catching up on?
Lots of stuff on Netflix. Ozark season 2 came out.
Have you watched all of it?
Not all of it yet. Just we're halfway through right now.
Nice. I need to catch up on it.
I would have crushed the whole thing, but I have to wait for Carly to watch it. So
have to wait for the wife. Get it.
Women. Watched The Legend with our boy Tom Hardy. So he plays
two
characters in the movie.
What are the boys' names again? The McCraes.
Yeah. I can't remember the first names for the life of me, but one's like a lunatic and the other one's kind of like more of a businessman and they're like gangsters.
The movie is super fucking long. I watched it.
I don't think it was that long.
It felt long. It felt long.
It was like an hour and 40.
Felt super long. I'm impressed with Tom Hardy's performance and the shots that the director does with two of them.
Yeah.
But it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's
waste of time.
It's not a great movie. So much. I watched a couple seasons of Archer recently.
Oh yeah, they have a new season out, season 9 on Netflix right now.
I haven't got there. That's why I'm catching up.
Season 9 on Netflix.
Watching a couple.
I'm gonna watch that soon. I've watched the first episode.
Yeah,
not bad. Kind of getting old a bit. Tired of it.
I started watching The Sinner today. Just the first episode.
Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
Babe, what a babe.
Yeah, psycho though.
JT's a lucky man.
Psycho, lunatic. Yeah.
Is that it?
There's so much more.
So much more, he
So
says.
much more.
Oh, no, lordy lord.
Those things I should write down.
No kidding, eh?
And, like, I always think about it when I'm not here.
You have 3 weeks to do it, dude.
Shit, I watched all this.
3 weeks, bro. Stupid.
Especially, you always think of, like, the shitty things, like Legend. Like, that's sticking out to me.
Yeah.
I started watching Peaky Blinders as well.
I've watched all of Peaky Blinders. Great fucking show.
Yeah, the first episode was a little bit slow, but you start getting into it a little bit more after that.
It picks up.
Yeah.
It picks up.
Yeah.
There's like 4 seasons right now.
Yeah, there's 4 seasons.
All on Netflix.
Yeah, all on the flicks.
I was talking about this last week. I don't know if you started watching it, though. But season 2 of American Vandal.
No.
Have you ever heard of American Vandal?
I have, yeah.
Dude, it's so good. Watch that. Watch that.
Yeah, I'll get to
It's pretty funny. It's great. It's really well done. Oh, speaking of documentaries, October 19th, they just announced season 2 of Making a Murderer.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It's coming out.
I saw that.
Yes!
Yeah.
Fuck, have we went 2 years for this shit?
Yeah, I already solved that murder. Anyway.
You already solved it? You already solved it, dude? Yeah. And then Daredevil season 3 is coming out on Netflix as well.
Yeah, no one cares.
Whatever. Who cares? Who cares? All right, fuck.
I've been watching like literally like every serial killer like documentary or like
there's one I wanted to see
or like talk about or crime type bullshit on Netflix. I've seen them all.
What's the doc that it's like a series of them? It's Inside the Mind of a Serial Killer, Inside a Serial Killer or something like that.
No, it's like I think it's Inside a Serial Killer's Mind or something.
Yeah. I have it on my list.
Inside a Killer's Mind, maybe, I can't remember. But
I haven't watched it yet, but I want to. Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. They're like more of the same.
Okay.
You know, it's mostly like there's the ones I like better are like when they're actually interviewing like the actual
guys,
and they're telling you like their story or like the stories and stuff like that. That's interesting. When like there's a couple that are kind of just they're like, oh well, episode 1 is about serial killers and these are kind of the psychological traits of serial killers. I'm like, that's a little bit boring. Like we've heard it all before. I'd rather go directly to the source
and
cite
small examples rather than
and see what
like
makes a person tick instead of like everyone talking about like John Wayne Gacy and the BTK killer, like the same guys over and over and over again.
Yeah, I've listened to like I don't watch as many docs because I've listened to a bunch of podcasts, like certain podcasts, like what's that one? Like Last Podcast on the Left is a good series for that. My Favorite Murder, that's a good one as too. The 2 girls, they do a great job. Georgia Hardstark and Karen Kilgariff. And then Last Podcast on the Left, there's like the 3 guys.
Yeah, I've heard about that one.
Those guys are great. They're both those like they go on like multiple episodes for like the different killers and stuff like that, and it gives great breakdowns. It's almost an overload of information about these people's lives. But you get a bit more background then, and these podcasts again are about an hour and a half to 3 hours long each.
Yeah,
so you get way more information than the research is fantastic.
It's phenomenal.
It's pretty good production for what these guys do. So I listen to those and
ever good, Denise?
Ever good, boys?
Talk it DC.
But here we just talk shit about movies, guys.
Yeah, mostly.
Hey James, are you excited that we're now available almost everywhere?
Almost everywhere.
For listening, pretty much we are.
Literally everywhere.
Literally everywhere, guys. iTunes.
It's pretty exciting.
Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud.
YouTube?
We get automatic upload to YouTube now.
These are 5 ways to listen to us right now.
And I guarantee you there's more.
There's more. There's going to be more. You have no excuse not to listen to every episode.
Every episode.
Over and over and over again.
Don't do that, though, because you might get sick of us.
Can't get sick of this.
Okay, all right. Maybe it was just the solo episodes of me. But
maybe it's just my wife. I don't know.
Guys, that's our time for this week. But as I said, Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube. We're on YouTube now. Not videoed, but our podcast episodes get automatically.
You can listen to the audio on YouTube.
That's great. You can also email if you want to get in touch with our show. Our email is ohmygodanadio@gmail.com. You can find me on Twitter at Christoph Godin and Instagram at Christopher Gods. You can find our main
show
Twitter. Yes,
Armchair POD.
Armchair POD, that's right. What do you got, James?
I don't know. At JMackay14.
for Twitter.
For Twitter, and at jmackay91 for Instagram.
That's right. I actually remember those when I was solo here. I said that, and I nailed it.
I think you remember it better than I do.
Fuck
I don't
yeah.
know. I use too many different numbers in the same things, so it gets confusing.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's all good. Yeah. Fuck, that's our show for this week, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Share, like, comment, review, all our good stuff. Find us wherever you can. Listen or stream. Download us, whatever you want to do.
Yep.
And, James, I hope you have a fantastic fucking trip, my friend.
I hope so, too.
My brother.
I hope so, too.
Until then, guys, I will see you next week with something fresh and new. Hopefully. I don't know what it's going to be about, but I'll figure it out like I always do.
It'll be Venom.
Well, that's next Friday.
Oh, it's a week after.
Yeah. This Friday
I don't know what's out this week.
I don't know. I'll have to find out.
Yeah.
If not, I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll make it... Ooh, it'll be October, so maybe I'll do a horror movies feature.
Spooky.
We can do some of those. I know Halloween's coming out in October as well.
Yeah, I know. Well, is it in October? Is it in October?
I don't know, dude. I don't get it, dude.
Oh, my God.
All right, guys. That's it for this week. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.